前袖の白雪次の前白龍
Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming at you with the news on the beginner's ticket, and it looks like we actually got a pretty, I think it's a pretty good ticket. I see a lot of people complaining, it's like, oh, this is pretty mediocre, this is whack, this is this is that. Like, there's actually quite a few characters here that I think are actually worth paying for. And what's funny is we were actually talking to somebody and he didn't want to summon on the Christmas banner, and he also wanted Rukia, which is hilarious that they put her in the ticket, for me anyways, because he said, he's like, oh yeah, I tried summoning for her every time she comes out, I was never able to pull her, she just wants to evade me. Well, she ain't evading no more, bro. Guaranteed $4, you can traffic this poor little girl into your box and you can actually use her in this new inheritance trial, and she's actually pretty damn good. Now, I do want to go over a few of the characters here. I'm just going to go over in a row. Ikaku, this Ikaku, Ichigo, Orihime, the swimsuit Orihime, Toshiro, I'm not sure about the Shinji, this Hanataro, as well as this Renji. I'm sure I'm missing maybe one or two, but these characters are actually bonus characters in Chronicle Quest. So if you're missing these characters, being like scooping them up might not be a bad idea if you already have a good roster. However, I'm going to go over the characters I think are worth actually picking. Alright, so first and foremost, we do have Power Aizen. He's really good in ranged Hollow Week, as well as whenever he's bonus in epic raids. He just does incredibly well, even at 1 of 5, if you level up his Transcendence to SP level 10. You do have Hollow Killer, and you have Weakening on everything with Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Frenzy, Sprinter plus 1. Now, he's not like an insane character. He's a Soul Reaper Hollow, so he fits that criteria if you need that affiliation. 2500 length beam for strong attack, full screen, third strong attack, and his second strong attack, 425 radius crawling vortex. The crawling vortex is a bit hit or miss in my opinion, sure, but I mean, he does the job incredibly well, and with the second strong attack in something like epic raids, he procs weaken very often, even when you're like, especially when you're in a group of like 4 to 6 Aizens, and this is a premium pool character, so it's not going to be very rare to see him in the future. Alright, next on the list, Byakuya. I think that this speed Byakuya is actually pretty good. Obviously, he's no contender for the 5th anniversary Byakuya, but I mean, if you need a character, I mean, he does the job. You have Soul Reaper Killer, strong attack, recharge minus 12% as his link. Paralysis on everything. He does have Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, paralysis immunity, as well as long reach if you need that. Don't see why you would, except for if you run out of strong attacks. First strong attack, lunge, full screen, third strong attack, and then his second strong attack is going to be a ranged collision. 48 hits. So this is going to be the same strong attack as 1000 Year Blood or Shunsui, as well as Cayenne, I believe. Yes, so this is going to be a very strong attack, but this is only going to be really useful against characters that are bosses. The bosses in Inheritance Trial could take a lot of damage from this because they, in co-op, they will stay still, which is pretty good. But overall, I do think that he's fallen off quite a bit just because like characters nowadays are getting Havoc, Berserker, you know. So, I mean, there's that. Alright, going into my top 2 picks, and that's definitely going to be Rukia and Fierce Battle Ichigo, depending on who you actually need or want to play with. Both of these characters are, in my opinion, the best picks if you're looking for a character to play with. Rukia does have strong attack, recharge minus 14% as a link, ranged Hollow Killer, does very well in this new Inheritance Trial, thanks to her Hollow Killer, Berserker 20%, freeze immunity, that'll save your bacon every now and then, Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, paralysis / freeze, they'll work exactly the same in terms of debilitate, like, immobilizing your enemy, Sprinter plus 1, Bruiser 20%, she also has a really good kit. Honestly, if she got Havoc 20% is over, this character would have been so damn good. 2500 length beam, 800 AoE distant, full screen, third strong attack. The 2500 length beam is really good because it's on the first. The second strong attack, the 800 AoE distant. Like with Havoc, this girl got the 3000 length beam, 960 and 1200. Unfortunately, that's what she would have had, but KLF decided to not give her Havoc, and Yeah, here we are. But overall, I don't think that she's a bad pick. I think that she's actually really great, and I think that she's definitely worth picking up. Even like, if you've been playing this game for like, say like 3 weeks at the very least, and you play every day or every other day, I really do think that it's worth ponying up $4 if you can keep yourself from spending even more money on BBS. Yeah, but like that's just my overall thoughts. If you have her 4-5, I'd pick up the last copy, get her 5-5, slap some cheeks in Inheritance Trial. Going into Fierce Battle Ichigo, I personally love this character. I do think that for Inheritance Trial right now, if you're trying to get a head start, I think that Rukia is definitely the better choice. But since Ichigo is also a Chronicle Quest bonus character, I just want to go into him a little bit just because he actually is an incredible character as well. Strong attack recharge minus 12% chance, Soul Reaper Killer, Berserker 40% along with Devastation 60%, Frenzy, and he also has a hit an enemy chance of 100%, so built in is Zeta Pill, which is really nice. And of course he has Frenzy, Paralysis Immunity, Bruiser is 40%, decreased Soul Reaper damage taken minus 20%. These two skills are kind of throwaways in my opinion. He does have Sprinter +1. Unfortunately, he doesn't have 3 flash steps. That'd be nice. But I mean, you could pick it up with, well, I'd say pick up Long Stride. But yeah, with full stamina damage boost on Long Stride, this character would go absolutely nuts. Okay, so going into his actual kit, you'll see here standard lunge for strong attack, second strong attack 2500 length beam, and then third strong attack 975 AoE distant. This does have a little bit of back range, which is really nice. Now this special move will actually deal a ton of damage and transform him, and actually increases magnifications by 25%. You'll see here that his magnifications go from 120% going into his transform state to 150. Some people are like, oh, it's 30%. No, it's not 30%. Like, it's a 30% increase to the it's like a 30 increase to the magnification, but like the 120 times 1.25 goes to 150, so it's a 25% increase. Don't get it twisted. Some people end up like dividing the 150. Well, I guess 150 divided by 120 does this, but like some people do this 150 minus 120, which is it's multiplication, sweetie, and it's not addition, okay? But yeah, overall very good character. You get increased stuff when you use your ultimate. It also refreshes your cooldowns. For those that are newer players, when you have a transform mechanic on your ultimate, you can use all your strong attacks, use your ultimate, it'll refresh all your cooldowns. The transformation state lasts 30 seconds. And then after 30 seconds, your character will transform back and then refresh all of the cooldowns on his strong attacks again. So like, I really like characters like this. That's why I don't really mind characters like Kenpachi getting strong attack damage plus 25% as a link instead of strong attack recharge. Because simply, since you get your strong attacks back, it's pretty much like you have strong attack recharge built into the character. The only problem is you do have to use the ultimate at somewhere in the middle of the stage, which usually you don't really want to do if you're playing single player. But in co-op, I mean, they definitely can be very helpful. I've seen plenty of max transcendent Kenpachis, and I do think that he's worth working on too. Unfortunately, he's not on this list. I would have loved for him to be on this list, because then you have a very good selection of like mind, tech. If you need a speed unit, Parasol Aizen's an okay NAD character, but he's fallen off so hard. Kisuke can be usable, Renji can be usable, but I personally like Byakuya the most. So mind for Fierce Battle Ichigo, tech Rukia, speed Byakuya, power Aizen, and if I had to pick, so red, blue, green, if I had to pick a heart unit, let's see, there's Halibel, there's Ishin, there's Toshiro. I'd say Toshiro. To be honest, like, Toshiro might not be like broken or nothing, but I actually do find him actually being very useful in this Inheritance Trial as well, with the range hollow. Remember that this Inheritance Trial is going to be here for the next like 2-3 weeks, like almost 3 weeks, I think. So yeah, so he does have Frenzy, Barrier, which will protect your allies, freeze on his first and third. Star Barrier plus 10 for some protection if you're like, you know, for those that get slammed by the ice enemies right away. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any freeze immunity, which is kind of weird. Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Frenzy, Sprinter plus 1, Devastation 40%. Also, his soul trait is damage inflicted at full stamina plus 25%, which is an incredible link when it comes to trying to deal damage, especially with your ultimate. 2500 length beam for strong attack, full screen, third strong attack, 575. AoE radius for the barrier. Not too good, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, this Toshiro aged incredibly well. I'd love to see when he actually came out. Bond Toshiro. If I click here, I can just do premium. Let's see when this Bond Toshiro came out. He came out pretty early in the year, I believe. Oh, right. Oh, he came out with Weekend? Really? February 28, 2019. Yeah, he aged incredibly well. He literally came out 2 years ago. And Ikaku did not age well. Weekend aged pretty well, but they vomit him out in every banner. Yoruichi, Shinji. Shinji's okay for like Nad, but I personally don't like him as much as, say, the Kisuke. Ishin, I feel like Ishin fell off so hard. Dang, yo, imagine if they put Koga in here. If they put Koga in here, I feel like I would have just been like, yo, get that Koga. First battle, Ichigo and Rukia are excellent characters. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much overall my thoughts for this beginner's ticket. I think it's definitely worth it. I'll probably scoop it up myself, even though I have the Ichigo and Rukia, Aizen 5 out of 5, the Toshiro 2. I'm gonna look into who I actually need, because I do definitely want to pick it up, just because I do like supporting the beginners pack, because it's like, in my opinion, it's the only good value aside from like the $4 passport if you play the game like consistently every day. But yeah, those are overall my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You think I did a good job breaking this down? Rukia is okay. Like I always, let me see what this Rukia does. I feel like I always forget what she does, and people keep telling me that one of these characters is pretty good. I'm pretty sure she has like range collision or something in her first strong attack. That's why I never care about her. Yeah, 18% range collision, 575 AoEs. It's okay. And then 1000 lunge. 1000 full screen. That's not okay. That's not horrible. I think the second strong attack is a lunge, if I'm remembering that correctly. And she also has Soul Reaper Killer. Okay, she's not too horrible. It's just that first strong attack really holds you back, and you don't have like Berserker 20%. You do have weakened defense though, so I mean, there's that. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys random catch up. Stay blessed. Those are the best luck of your summons, and I'll see y'all in the next one. It's currently 7:13, and I'm gonna take my butt back to bed so that I could wake up for the 9 o'clock time slot. I don't know if I should stream, but yeah, I'll probably stream in the Discord like I normally do. We'll see what's up. I got my computer working again, so oh man, I'm gonna tell that story on stream. It sucked, bro. It sucked.